Hello everyone, welcome back to Terreroin. This is Packrat here again with another building episode. So for all you guys waiting for me to fight the wall of flesh, not this episode. It will come soon, don't worry. This is the last building that I want to do before we start to do this. This is going to be a building that we are planning for the clothier named Pip and Trixie the party girl. So I've been talking about this one for a couple episodes, but I've been wanting to do it. Today is the day, and I have been planning on this one. We're in a live stream right now, and I have been planning for this particular build for at least an hour. At least an hour, probably more than that. I got most of the stuff already over there. For some reason, I'm still carrying stuff. Quick updates. First of all, we finally. I'm going to tell you right now, we did not. I've spent a lot of time doing fishing and AFKing and just waiting, and I've been doing that not because I really wanted to do that, but the main thing I wanted to do that for was so I could get blood moons. I was trying so hard to use our little farm thing here to get that stupid money trout. I was waiting for it, and I'm going to tell you right now, I did not get a money trout. I got 3. Right down here. If you look here, I got 1 in my inventory already, and I have 2 in storage. I might bring those over to my SMP stuff that we do on Tuesdays, because they're just kind of annoying to get, and I wouldn't mind having everybody on our group having that. I also got 2 shark tooth necklaces, which is good, because if I ever want to use something like the mini shark or something similar to that again, that will make it possible, because right now it's kind of a pain in the butt to do anything. Let me go put more things down before we keep going here. Yeah, we're gonna be making a department store. I have this goodies here to do this, and I'm getting distracted already because that's not what I said I was going to do first. I was going to give updates. Why am I carrying iron ore? I don't know. Okay. We'll get back to that. That's in a minute, and it's going to be cool. So cool. First, okay, first, I lost track of the numbers of things. Okay, next, I did go ahead and finish construction on this thing. I didn't put any graffiti or paintings or anything like that on the wall. But I did add the dirt roof. And it's looking spectacular. I like the look of it. Let's go ahead and get a light out here so you guys can see. If you see, I went through and I just covered this whole thing with dirt so it looks like we just converted the island by digging it out from the inside. I like it. I think it looks pretty good. The only thing about this building that I think I'm kind of iffy about, these tables, the meteorite tables. I might switch those for the obsidian or the granite ones. The granite ones are very standard and simple looking. They just kind of go up and down, and I might just go for that because it might look more like a console type of thing. I don't know. We'll see. It might be a thing. I'm not entirely certain on that yet. Okay. But that's that. What we're going to be doing next is we're actually going to be going to the corruption area. For this build, we need ebonwood. For something that you would not expect to need ebonwood for. But we're going to need it. So let's get over there and collect a little bit before we get started. And I'm liking that this is still working. The frick was that? Oh, that was bees. Bees! So the sunflowers do seem to be holding this back so far. I'm glad for that. I haven't had any problems yet. Let's go ahead and get some lumber. Stay away. Do it. Great. Hopefully there's enough of this around for me to get enough wood for this. Will you guys just leave me alone? Seriously, I'm busy. Did I get any acorns? If we did, I should probably replant this. Is that it? No. Oh, wait, there's some more. Okay, good. About to say. Awkward. There's suddenly no more trees. Get off, you stupid! There. Any more acorns? I got 6 more. Okay, good. Good, that should replant those. Good to go. Let's head on back. And I got a few annoying goodies along the way. Okay, let me just go ahead and deposit all the things that I just picked up that I didn't want. Hopefully this doesn't remove anything that I'm trying to use for this build. Good, okay. And we need to put the deathweed away. And the vile shroom thing. Okay, I think we're good. So we need to convert this. We should probably just bring a crafting bench. That actually looks really weird. Thanks. That actually looks really weird. I need a few more stone. Oh, we need another thing too. M. And A. We're gonna need that later. There's not a dash, is that now? No, that'd be nice. Okay, we still need to get some more stone, some more stone slab. We're gonna need that to surround the building. So give me a little bit more. That should be plenty. Okay. So this is going to be a very big building compared to all the buildings that I've made thus far. This is probably the biggest building that I made outside of the egg house. This one's going to be a little different. You can tell right here I have already... You know what? I'm going to go ahead and use the bewitching table because I have a feeling that I'm going to get bugged like crazy while I'm doing this. And I want to make sure that I'm not bugged as much as I could be. So let's go to the bewitching table. Summon another guy because this is going to become an issue. There. That should probably be a good plan. Keep things off my back. I already got the guarding honeycomb that should help out quite a bit. Oh, one other thing that I've been trying to do. I've been trying to do some fishing, and I have some fishing done. I've been trying to get the I don't even know why this gets remnant of something before. I've been trying to get extra balloons, and I've been trying to do it by fishing. I have spent like 2 hours at least fishing. Just fishing. No. You're supposed to be able to fish for sky chests, and sky chest can have the thing in it, the balloon. I've gotten one. I've got a single sky chest. It's absolutely ridiculous how long it has taken to get those stupid things, so that's going to have to be something that's going to have to wait on... I'm going to keep that anyways. It's going to be something that's going to have to wait on the wayside. So let's start with stone slabs. This is going to be nice and large. Now, let's make sure that we are of the right largeness. It's going to be like the back area. This is currently at 46. The entrance is going to be on this side, by the way. Let's see. This is about 50. That's good. That's good, just like that. Okay, now we need to build upwards. And like I said, this is not going to be a tiny building. Actually, I should switch that. Put that here. I think that's more important right now. 8? No, bigger than that. Much bigger than that. That's not enough. Okay, just like... How's that doing? 10? Close. 11, 12. Okay, that is the bottom floor. Yes, I said bottom... Oh, we're not using this. Hold on. That's wrong. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now I want to go back a little bit. Let's give this about... How big is this in total? Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so let's go back about 10. And put a block here. This is going to be the back wall. We're going to need more stone. Good thing I already made some more, because I'm going to need it. How are we doing? 19, 20, 21, 22, 20. That sounds pretty good. Okay. And this is going to be the roof. Yeah, that's looking pretty snazzy so far. It's actually looking a little bit small. I wanted it to be a little bit bigger. But I think it's going to be pretty good. And something that's really weird about the roofs of big buildings like this is they always have that. I don't know why, but I'm not going to question it. And I'm talking about IRL. They always have that little lip on top of the building. Like, whenever I see them, they do. So we're just going to go like that. Okay. Now this is actually going to be different. I just needed to set this down so we had a place to put stuff. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, like I said, this is the front of the building, so the front of the building is going to be a little bit different than the rest of the building. Okay. Now, let's just start putting down the wall right now. And the wall is going to be similar to the wall that we did for the other one. It's going to be the Dynasty wall again. I should probably just go ahead and make a workbench here. Mahogany. Right here, just to get the job done easier. Okay, so let's go ahead and start making a whole lot of Dynasty wall. Because we already got some. We have 357. That's not enough. That's not even close to enough. We're going to fill that entire thing with it just to start. So we're going to go right here. More Dynasty wall! Okay, let's try that much and see if that's enough. I hope that's enough. I don't want to do more than that. And I just really like this wall. It's just so nice and plain and simple looking. It just looks like a painted wall, really. I love it. I just love it. It's so perfect. And actually, the bottom level here doesn't even need to be Dynasty wall because we're going to be putting another layer of floor on this to give it that whole tiled feel. I actually came up with a good tile for this. We'll get to that. And also, most of this wall, believe it or not, even though I'm placing it all, it's probably not even going to stay this. Which makes this kind of pointless. But why not? And don't worry about me wasting the stuff. You can convert the stuff back again, so it's not that big of a deal. So much placing. Oh, crap. There we go. Here? No, I did it wrong again. I didn't want you to put it. Dang it. It's alright. We can clean that up. That's no big deal. Oh, ran out. Oh, I actually made too much. Well, I technically made too much anyways, because like I said, a lot of this is not going to stick around, but still, I made more than I actually... I overestimated the size of this place. Beautiful. Okay. Now, like I said, the floor is not the floor. Let me go ahead and clean up this. Thank you. We're actually going to be using a tiled floor, because whenever you go into a place like this, the floor is always a tile. Oh, you stupid frickin'... Okay. So we're going to be using the blue Dynasty shingles and white paint to make it look like a floor. So that is my current plan for that. Well, we can convert this back later on. It's no priority at the moment. Okay, so we got to go up here. Go down here, and this is like gonna be like the foundation. So the foundation is gonna be on top of it, and then the next row is gonna be this stuff. Just like so. We'll have to. I haven't figured out what we're gonna do on the outside yet. Penguin? Really, buddy? Thank you. Do I, like, need to put a hole on the ground to make it so that you guys can't walk over or anything like that? Okay, so, this is currently... Okay, so that's 10. Right there. Let me just put a torch as high as I can so I can see out. Okay, so 3 above the torch. 1, 2, 3. That's going to be the ceiling. Okay, blah, and here I think is going to need to be... And it's, let me just try placing one, see if that's right. I think that's probably going to be the easiest way of doing this. 1, 2, 3. That's the top, that's the ceiling. Then right here. Okay. Huh. Okay. Let's try a little lower then. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. The top half can be smaller than the bottom half. You'll see why eventually. It's actually kind of fitting. Okay, go like that, and we can put the stone back on the outside for right here. Okay. Now, obviously, we need to get up here. Actually, before we do anything else, we should probably work on the 2 ceilings. So let me just get out of here, and we'll go work on the 2 ceilings. Did I just... that should not be painted. We got that. Switch this. Good. Place it. Place it right... Why won't you... Oh, because I just took the reach thing off. That's why. Okay, that's a good reason. Okay, so for the ceiling is going to be a simple stucco. So let's go ahead and take the white paint off, because we're not going to need that anymore. We're going to need gray paint, I think, right? Or was the gray paint for something else? I don't think the gray paint was... Forget the gray paint. Okay, let's just put the white paint away. We don't need that for this. We need the gray stucco. So I guess we don't need gray paint, we need gray stucco. Gray stucco for the ceiling. And we're going to be doing something different with this. Because we're not just using stucco, we're going to be putting in some ceiling lighting. Because that's just always a thing. Now we gotta be... We can't go too crazy with this because this stuff is kind of expensive. We'll go like that. Now this does not actually count for lighting for the NPCs later. And I'm kind of tempted to just do like one space in between them, but I think this will still work out. Huh. Didn't measure that. Oh no, the place is now bigger. There. Okay. I can live with this. Easy thing to fix. And, okay, we're gonna have to get the other stuff too here in a minute. Let me just get stuff going here, and I'll fix that in a little bit. And I'm glad that we did that now, so that I can go ahead and fix this side up too. So this should be okay. Hopefully we got enough of this stuff. 2, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two. And we'll just extend this out a little bit. No big deal. Easy enough to do. Oh, and have 3 to spare. That is beautiful. That's the wrong place. Okay, we gotta put tile there. You know, I'm gonna leave this open so that we can just get access to this while we're going, because that's just gonna make life easier. And actually, let me get that. Let me get that tile. Let me get the white and the tile, and we'll just go ahead and finish that up really quick. Unless, like, I already have it on me. Okay, we're good. You know, I could be really smart and just go like this too, so that we can just get access to this place while we're going along. I'll finish the wall later, because like I said, the wall's going to be changing anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We'll be changing the wall as we go along. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that is the next part. Now, when you talk about a place like this, they always, a lot of the places have a blue trim or something like that on the top half of the place to be like all fancy. This is like where they put their signs and stuff like that, and I'm using white right now. Crap. Put the white down. Not everything is white. Thank you very much. Can I change this out now? No. Alright. It's not going to help me at all. Okay, fine. Where's that dynasty plate? I could just use that to change it out. I don't feel like using the hammer. There. That's fixed. Now I can take this and we can go along like this along the top rim. Just like so. Now, it's not always blue. A lot of department stores, they don't use blue. They use like orange or red or something like that. But a lot of them do use blue. Blue is considered a common color by a lot of department stores that do from a lot of studies and crap like that. So it's one of those colors that they use a lot of the time. There we go. That's why Walmart has its base colors as blue and stuff like that. There's a reason that they choose these colors. And now we need the baseboard, which is going to be yellow stucco. Which I put... Crap, where's the... Oh, there it is. Now, of course, I'm speaking from personal experience because before I did this job, I actually did retail. So that's the reason that this is kind of near and this little project is kind of near and dear to my heart. It just feels right, you know? It just feels right. Okay, there's that one. We're gonna go ahead and not do the full one here. We're gonna go like this. Like so. And there's gonna be a reason for that by the time. Well, you know what? Just so we can keep this looking normal. I'm gonna do this just so we can have something to work with. And now I can actually use all that dynasty stuff that I just picked back up again and help finish this off. There we go. Do the same thing over here. Good. Go put these away. And that should do it for the basic walls. Starting to look kind of department store-ish, I'm hoping? Maybe a little bit? Okay, this can go away. This can go away. We are actually done with that, but we're going to keep picking it up as we go along. It doesn't really matter that much. Okay, this can all go down. Okay. Next, we need an escalator. Now, we thought about this in my stream, and the best one we could come up with was the meteor block. And I want to dye it to be black as we're going along and doing this. So let me get some of the black dye, just like so. We're going to need that to get to the next level. And I'm going to put that right around here, I think. I'll just start at the bottom, work my way up here. So we need the meteor here. Okay, put out control. Okay, now we gotta remove this so we can get to the level, of course. Kind of mess with the lighting. That's alright. Can't be perfect, right? Well, we're gonna have to fix that. I think we need to go back to the bewitching table and get a second guy again. Okay, is that all of them? I think that's all of them. And as soon as their corpses disappear, I can hammer these into shape so that they look right. There we go. Just like that. Now we're gonna need to divide up the level, and I want to stick with the black paint for this. I need a little more black paint. Dang it. And we're just gonna use basic wood for that. Well, mahogany, but same difference. So we need this. I need a little bit more black paint. And we're just going to put that down right here. Yeah, that looks good. I might change it. Maybe that's... Oh, that's what the gray was for. I knew I got the gray for something. Hold on. Hold on. I actually did have a plan for the gray. Okay, let me get the gray. Put the black away, even though there's only one left, so it doesn't really matter anyways. Perfect. Ish. Okay, we don't need you anymore. Now. Okay, so that's gonna be fresh. That's gonna be that side. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and start putting in the foyer. Now the foyer, we're gonna have to do a couple of things. Okay, first of all, we're gonna have to have a glass wall here. So the outside wall is gonna be glass. And then we're gonna need this for the actual foyer part. Oh, and I need... Did I bring them with me? Where are they? Dang it, did I make him and put him into a chest or something like that? Ah. Dang it, I think I did. I think I made him and put him into a chest. The glass doors. Definitely need the glass doors. I think it's this chest. No. Yeah, there they are. Perfect. You always need a glass door. Okay. So we go down here. Glass wall. And we could take this thing off right now. That's just being annoying. Okay. Well, glass wall's gonna be here, I guess. Okay, and I need... Oh, crap, I need that tile. Now I need to finish it. Let me get that black paint again. Or no, the white paint. Although technically I should probably make this like a red carpet type deal thing or something like that, but that's okay. I think we'll live with what we got. That can be enough? I think that's enough. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. One door here. And then we're going to use obsidian for the actual foyer itself. Because for some reason, the foyers are always some understated, plain-looking area that's a nice black color like this. I don't know why. Now it goes like that, and the actual walls are probably going to be all glass. Just because the foyers are always surrounded by glass. Now, it's not going to be glass on the inside, literally, but that's okay. It's going to look... We're just going to go with that look anyways, because it's going to look right. It's just going to look like a foyer. Oh, I should have made some... Oh, hold on. I got to make a thing. We need Smooth granite wall. And we're going to replace these walls. Glass all the way around except for the bottom half, which is going to be the granite. And we'll just put a... Ah, frick. No. Step back. There we go. I just want to put a light in here just so we can see what's going on. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. That's nice. That's nice. Okay. And we can now close out this wall since we're now going up and down and around all over it. So we don't really need this wall open anymore. Let me go. You guys are just annoying at this point. Did I put all the stone in here or something? Where's the stone? Didn't I have a whole bunch of stone? There it is. Stone slabs. And we're just going to close this off right now. For some reason, the top half of all these places never has windows. Or at least I'm thinking about when you're talking about a mall or someplace like that. The malls always seem to have non-glass windows all the way around like that. And I think that the granite can go a little bit higher on this. I think that's going to look a little bit better. Yes. I think that looks good. In fact... that looks even better. That looks like a foyer to me. I like it. Okay, now. Okay, so we're done with this. We don't need that right now. We're done with this. We're done with the gray stucco. We're done with the Blues Dynasty. We need that in a minute. Okay, we need to make more glass walls. So let's go ahead and start making some of those. I think we could do that right here, right? Yeah, there we go. Now, glass department stores on the bottom half almost always have a whole bunch of windows to the outside world. So we're going to be seeing a whole lot of that. I hate when there's only one left. But we're just going to be collecting more of this as we go along. There's no reason to put that away. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put in some windows all the way throughout the bottom. Well, not all the way throughout the... like, up to, like, here. We're going to represent the front of the store as having glass walls. Just like so. And they're always huge. Like so. Right? To make the place look all homey and fancy and nice and warm and comforting and blah 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 and all that stuff. And did I just run out of walls? Dang it. More walls, please! Okay. That down. And we'll do one more. Good. Now we need the oven wood. Because whenever we have these types of walls like that, they don't just have a plain look like that. They always have like a metallic-ish looking frame around them. It usually looks similar to this stuff, but I found that this actually seems to represent that look really, really well. Yeah, that's looking good. Now, realistically, the glass would go all the way to the front of the store. We're not doing realistically. We're doing Terraria. We're just gonna make it look kind of good. It's not gonna be absolutely perfect. Get off of me! I need one more. I just need a few more ebon wood. There. I think that should be enough, actually. Yeah, that's good. I think that's almost exactly as much as we need, right? 1, 2, 3. Perfect! like it. Now, up here, it's nothing. It's just going to look like that for the most part. Now, we need to get some displays. So, we're going to go ahead and get some mannequins. And some woman... wait, what? Okay, I made too many of one and not enough of the other. It's not that we... It's just the bottom half is going to be the ladies' department, and the top half is going to be the men's department. So we need to have an appropriate amount. And I frankly just going to have more men's stuff than ladies' stuff, so I need more like 8 of the men's ones. So... yeah, that's good. Perfect. I'm not entirely sure about what we're going to display and how we're going to display it. It's going to be a similar problem that we had with this thing right over here, like how we're going to put stuff. And I'm not too sure about shelving, but that's okay. We'll figure this crap out. I'm probably going to do some more detail work on this stuff later on too. What the heck is that? An umbrella slime banner. That's different. That is special. Okay. We can actually store this now. We don't need this anymore. Okay. So let's see. And I need to put this down before I end up using it. Okay. So we got some mannequins, and we're going to be using some different wood for. We want to have a platform for them to stand on. They're not just going to sit on the ground. I know they come with a platform, but we're going to put in a slightly different one in addition to that. And the best one we found on my stream, at least the palm wood ones look, well, they look adequate. Well, I wanted to be able to do this, where we can Chili move. Chili will move. Thank you, Chili. I want to be able to do this where we can then have the sides look like they're kind of sitting on the ground like this. And we could do that at this size. The problem is when you go to this size, you can't. And I can't even show that better. Let's just put that right here so you guys can see it better. Okay, if we did it like that. That looks like a really cool display, right? Okay, two problems with that. Okay, first of all, well, that just happened. Okay. Try doing it like that. What the? Well, that's another problem that I didn't know about. I have no idea why it's doing that. The frick? Whatever. Okay. Okay. Well, that wasn't the problem. The problem is that it was off-centered, and the other problem is that when you have them 2 by 2 like this, which is how I wanted them to be, would you be able to? Yeah, you're fine. That's just weird. I don't know why I did that. Okay, but when you have them side by side like that, you can't do this. It never settles to have the double leg down thing. It just refuses to do so. So we're just gonna have to leave them kind of as is. Traveling merchant has arrived. Who is gonna have the exact same crap that the other 20 had that I don't really care about, but sure, why not? We'll go take a quick peek. Why am I moving so slow? I don't even know. Alright. We'll go say hi to Buddy. Hey, guy. Shop. Dishes, extendo grip, magic hat, ultraviolet torch, pad thai. Put that on somebody. Sure. Okay. So the actual display units, let's see. We'll put them over here. We're going to go... no, lower. And separate them by 1. That should be good. Yeah, that's 6. That's fine. So I guess we're going to have 6 mannequins up here, huh? Okay, and I'll just do some more. Yeah, well, we can do more. Okay, we're fine. Yeah, that's perfect. And the reason that we're going to be stopping at this many is because when you talk about a department store, the men's section is always upstairs, but it's never the entire upstairs. The other half is furniture, which is going to be all this crap over here. So we'll do furniture stuff. That's why I got dishes and stuff like that. I haven't picked tables or anything like that we want to use for that yet. That one I'm probably going to have to more fill in later on. And frankly, a lot of these mannequins are just going to kind of sit naked for a while, because I just don't know what we're going to do with them yet. And we'll do the same thing down here. We're going to put down a few of the lady ones, and I'm just going to put more spaces here, because they're usually just a little more fancy, like with other stuff in between. And just measure here. We got 5? Sure. Dang it. Okay. How about I just turn around this way so I can see better? So right there. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. No, wait, hold on. That one's off. And I'm just, like I said, I'm just going to have more guy stuff than lady stuff. So I'm just going to plan accordingly for that. And I guess we'll have some window displays too. Why not? And the window displays don't have to be mannequins. They can just be anything at some point later on. Okay, let's put these up. Like so. There. Now I do have a few outfits that I can use for those at some point. That's going to do it for right now. That's looking good. Let me get some tables going. I'm probably going to change out the tables at some point later on, but I can at least make a few so we can have something to play with for putting stuff on. Let me just make a few display tables. And I guess I'll make a sink and a chair. And how about a palm table? And we're going to need a candelabra in both of these places anyways, just so we can have lighting so that the guys will go in here. Because otherwise they're not even going to move in. Okay? And we'll just kind of randomly disperse these things a little bit. Because, I don't know how we're going to display furniture. Okay? Good. Put in a few chairs. Looking good. And of course, I did have a few other things that I was going to count as furniture and stuff like that. Homewares, I guess you could say. We got some dishes. We got a tiger skin. Because why not? Everyone wants to buy a tiger skin, right? We're going to put that right here. Because why not? Big old gaudy tiger skin, sure. That looks so odd. Dishes for sale all over the place. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, that's home interior and stuff. So I'll have to look for a zebra one at some point too, so I can put that in there. Now, as far as items going downstairs, I am thinking we're going to have some item frames down here. I have no idea what we're going to put in them. And we'll have some up here too, I guess. Sure, why not? We'll put something in there at some point eventually, just to make it look like a more of a shoppy feel. And I still need to have a light downstairs. I think I'm just gonna leave a torch in there for the moment, honestly. It's just gonna be... Yeah, we'll leave that torch right there. That should be enough to keep the guy happy. Okay. Oh, we need a chair down here. Okay, how about a bench? Actually. A place where someone would be sitting down and waiting for someone to finish shopping. Can we make a bench? What is an obsidian bench? Do they have an obsidian bench? Candelabra, candle, chair. I don't see an obsidian bench. I know you can make... Okay, hold on. Let me go over here. Maybe that uses the other table thing. Like this thing. I don't know. Okay, there's a bench. That's the only bench you can make, huh? Bench it is! Now, And you left. Bye, guy. Yeah, we'll put that downstairs. That'll account for that. I'm probably gonna need to put some display tables down there, too. Put this right here. There we go. And now I just need some display tables. Let's go with some mahogany workbenches. I think will be good. Yeah, that's good. We'll put 3 of those downstairs. That'll count as a table, so now we can move everybody in. 1 here. 1 here. 1 here. I'm noticing this area right here needs to be blue. I think we can adjust for that. I need a little bit more blue, though. I only have 2 blue walls. I think that needs like 8. Let me go grab that. Here? 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 Well, I gotta go down. Where to put slime? Slime wall, please. Slime wall, please. Slime wall. And at this point, we can probably move the guys in, right? Yeah, that's looking good. I like that. Okay, let's go ahead and move them in. Let me put this down. Probably chuck that at some point. We're going to put the clothier on the top level. It's not valid housing. Oh, because it didn't close the wall. All right, hold on. 1 second. It'll be valid housing in just a moment. Okay, you count it now? Clothier. And the party girl is downstairs. There we go. And finally, this place needs a name. And this was suggested by my chat, and I was like, oh, we gotta do that. So this is... Let's see if I can get the spacing right here. Alright, let's just go on. I'm gonna go up on the roof to do this. Now I'm gonna have to use the doors though. It's just annoying. How about I just start with the one that's supposed to be in the center? Okay. So this is the center. S-Mart. Like so. And I suppose we can get a dash in there. Is that right? S-Mart. There! Looking good. And of course we should probably add some lights here so that everything can be all, like, pretty and stuff like that. Let's just go with torch right now. I might switch this out for like a neon colored thing at some point later on. Yeah, the spacing of the lettering I'm not too fond of. I'll probably figure out the lettering later on. But other than that, I think we got a department store. And I have a place to put my old gear, and I have a place to start putting some of these costume things that I keep getting. And I'll put some boxes in there too, so I can just say that that's going to be for decorate. Ooh, hold on. I just saw a thing. Thank you. And we'll just we'll store some boxes in there, and that'll be for where the decorations go from now on. And they already moved. That is awesome. Beautiful. Hey guy, got a thing. Reflective metal dye. Huh. Looks interesting. Yeah, I got a new hat, by the way. Okay, but that is going to do it for right now. I'm going to go ahead and call it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys in the next one. And next time, I'll be prepping to fight the wall. Till then, you guys have a good one. Oh, I'll go over there.